Hello everyone! Today we are going to travel to Machu Picchu, one of the most mysterious places on Earth. This ancient Inca city hides secrets that still stump scientists. Could the Incas have possessed knowledge that was ahead of their time? How did they build structures that could withstand earthquakes without modern technology? And what if the mysterious location of Machu Picchu hides an even more mysterious connection with the stars? Together, let's uncover 3 stories that make us wonder. Was the Inca civilization much more advanced than we could have imagined? Machu Picchu, known as the Lost City of the Incas, is a unique symbol of the architectural and engineering achievements of an ancient civilization. Opened in 1911 at an altitude of over 2,400 meters above sea level, this city has attracted the attention of researchers for its numerous mysterious aspects that do not fit into the usual understanding of the Inca civilization. The stone structures of Machu Picchu, built with incredible precision, without the use of mortar, as well as the extensive astronomical knowledge reflected in the architecture, raise many questions. Was the Inca civilization much more advanced than we imagined? One of the most intriguing features of Machu Picchu is the so-called seamless masonry technique. The stones that make up the city's walls are perfectly fitted to each other without any mortar or other means of fastening. They are so tightly connected that you cannot even insert a knife blade between them. How exactly did the Incas, without modern equipment, manage to achieve such precision? This technique still arouses admiration and surprise among researchers, suggesting that the Incas may have possessed special technologies or deep knowledge of geometry and physics. In addition, the researchers note that stone processing requires a great deal of skill and precise knowledge of the properties of the materials used for construction. In addition, the deep astronomical knowledge of the Incas is impressive. Researchers have discovered that some of the buildings and stones in Machu Picchu are oriented according to the position of the sun during the winter and summer solstices. For example, the famous Intihuatana, a stone stele that according to legend served as an astronomical instrument for observing the sun, is located with such precision that it creates shadows in certain directions during the equinoxes. Archaeologists still don't have an exact answer to the question of how the Incas could have possessed such knowledge without telescopes or other astronomical instruments available only in more advanced cultures. Many believe that the Incas inherited this knowledge from previous civilizations that may have been even more advanced. It is also worth noting that such observations require not only accurate knowledge, but also systematic observations over a long period of time, which indicates a high level of scientific knowledge organization in Inca society. The location of Machu Picchu itself is no less mysterious. The city is built on a steep mountain slope, which makes it virtually inaccessible to potential invaders, while providing an excellent view of the surrounding area. However, the complexity of the landscape raises questions about complex engineering solutions. To create the city, the Incas had to take into account the risk of landslides and develop a unique drainage system that ensured the removal of rainwater. Studies have shown that there were special channels underground that contributed to the stability of structures and prevented soil erosion. According to modern engineers, such drainage systems required extraordinary technical knowledge that would be useful to modern builders. Such technologies ensured the stability of structures even during heavy rainfall and earthquakes, which is extremely important in a mountainous region with high seismic activity. Studies have shown that the Incas used a system of terraces to preserve soil and stabilize slopes, which provided optimal conditions for growing crops. This terracing system also played an important role in water conservation, as the terraces had drainage channels that ensured that moisture was evenly distributed throughout the area. This shows that the Incas had a deep knowledge not only of architecture but also of agriculture, which allowed them to survive and thrive in such a difficult environment. All of these technological achievements of Machu Picchu do not fit into the typical view of the Incas as a people with limited technical capabilities. The Incas had no written language, wheels, or metalworking tools, yet their achievements in architecture, engineering, and astronomy remain among the most impressive in history. Could the Incas have been part of a more advanced civilization that disappeared before the Spanish conquests? Or perhaps they used knowledge that has not survived to this day. There is also speculation that the Incas may have had an oral tradition of knowledge transmission that allowed them to preserve and pass on important information from generation to generation, which may have contributed to the development of their technology. These questions remain open. Perhaps Machu Picchu still holds its secrets, and in the future, new research will help unlock its mysteries, allowing us to better understand the Incas and their role in world history. The interest in Machu Picchu is not waning, and each new discovery only strengthens our understanding of how complex and amazing this city was. Further research may shed light on how the Incas managed to create one of the world's greatest wonders and what knowledge they used to do so. Perhaps it is in this lost city that the keys to understanding the history of not only the Incas but the whole of South America will be found. The architectural genius of the Incas has attracted the attention of researchers for centuries, and many believe that Machu Picchu was not just a city, but perhaps a sacred center or a research base for studying natural phenomena. It is believed that Machu Picchu served as a large open-air laboratory where the Incas experimented with various technologies, applied astronomical knowledge, and performed rituals related to their spiritual practices. This makes us wonder if the Inca civilization knew more about the nature and energy of the earth than we can imagine. Particularly interesting are the numerous places in Machu Picchu that, according to some researchers, could have been used for energy purposes. For example, there are stone platforms on mountaintops and near rivers that probably served as places for rituals dedicated to the worship of natural forces. One of these structures is Intihuatana, which is believed to have been not just a solar calendar, but also a kind of energy stone that accumulated and radiated energy during rituals. Some researchers suggest that Intihuatana could act as a generator or magnet capable of connecting earthly energy with cosmic energy, enhancing the spiritual power of the Incas. The Incas' knowledge of astronomy is also impressive, as they could calculate the time of the equinoxes and solstices with high accuracy. What is even more surprising is that the Incas used this knowledge to organize agricultural work and religious festivals. For example, in Machu Picchu, there are a number of structures that helped determine the solar and lunar cycles, as well as the changes of seasons. It is believed that the Incas did not just observe the sky, but studied the cosmic cycles in detail and created a reliable system for determining the best days for planting and harvesting. Some historians suggest that the Incas inherited this knowledge from the more ancient cultures of the Andean region, which were also engaged in space exploration. Another important aspect of Machu Picchu is its water supply. Water in this city was of sacred importance, and therefore the water supply system built by the Incas was not only functional, but also symbolic. A complex network of canals and fountains was created in Machu Picchu to supply water to all the buildings. Some of these canals were located in such a way that the water passed through various sacred points. There is a theory that the water circulating through these stone structures was used to purify the city's energy flows. Some researchers even suggest that this water had spiritual power and could help boost the city's energy. Another intriguing feature of Machu Picchu is its location on the Earth's magnetic lines, the so-called ley lines, which, according to esoteric theories, are powerful energy channels. Researchers suggest that the Incas deliberately chose to build the city at the intersection of these lines. This was probably no coincidence, as many ancient cultures considered such lines to be sources of energy that promote spiritual development. There is speculation that the Incas knew how to use this energy to improve health, improve the fertility of the land, and even increase the strength of buildings. Regarding the Incas' technical knowledge, some researchers believe that the Inca civilization had knowledge that was far ahead of the technological capabilities of the time. There are theories that the Incas may have had knowledge of natural resources or phenomena that are only now beginning to be studied. For example, in 2024, an international team of researchers hypothesized that the stones used to build the structures of Machu Picchu have special properties that make the buildings resistant to earthquakes. Scientists suggest that the Incas deliberately chose this material, knowing about its unique properties, which allowed them to create extremely strong structures. We should also mention the social organization of Machu Picchu, which is also the subject of research. Despite the complex landscape, the Incas managed to create a city where every resident had a clear role and resources were distributed evenly. This indicates a high level of social organization and an effective management system that maintained order and harmony in the city. Many historians believe that this ability to organize society demonstrates the intellectual development of the Incas, which far exceeded the ideas of ancient civilizations. All these aspects make us wonder, was the Inca civilization as advanced as archaeological evidence suggests? Can modern science ever unravel all the secrets of Machu Picchu, which indicate that the Incas may have possessed knowledge and technologies that we still do not fully understand? The third story about Machu Picchu reveals the mysterious technologies of this mysterious city and the possible contact of the Incas with extraterrestrial knowledge. Were the Incas pioneers who had access to secrets that came from unknown sources? This question remains open and attracts the attention of both archaeologists and alternative history theorists. Machu Picchu is not only an architectural wonder, but also a place that holds many mysteries related to the Inca construction techniques. Among all the ancient structures in the region, the unique masonry known as Cyclopean attracts special attention. The stone blocks that make up the walls are so tightly packed together that it is impossible to slide even a piece of paper between them. This is especially surprising, given that the Incas had neither iron nor modern construction tools. Some researchers believe that this skill could have been the result of the Incas' access to special knowledge or technology that was superior to the level of the time. This raises the question of what tools or methods the builders might have used to achieve such extraordinary precision. There is a theory that the Incas could have used stone softening technology. Studies of the traces of stone processing at Machu Picchu show that certain surfaces look melted or treated with high temperatures. According to some assumptions, the Incas were aware of natural components that could temporarily soften the stone, which allowed them to carry out complex masonry with high precision. In particular, researchers point to the possible use of the sap of certain plants, which could cause the top layer of stone to dissolve. However, modern science has not yet been able to confirm the existence of such technologies among the Incas. If this theory is confirmed, it will change our understanding of the capabilities of ancient civilizations' technologies. Another mysterious aspect is the precise orientation of Machu Picchu in relation to the stars and the sun. The system of terraces, temples, and other structures of the city is located in such a way as to accurately determine the dates of the equinoxes and solstices, which indicates the Incas' deep knowledge of astronomy. Some buildings were used as astronomical observatories. Windows through which the sun's rays hit certain points during the equinoxes marked this moment with great accuracy. This allowed the Incas not only to track the changes in the seasons, but also to organize religious rituals and agricultural work. Researchers believe that the Incas could have inherited this astronomical knowledge from a much older civilization or acquired it through contact with more advanced societies. Some even suggest that the Incas may have received this knowledge from extraterrestrial civilizations that passed on information about the cosmos and planetary cycles. Such assumptions are based on numerous myths and legends that testify to the Incas' connection with the heavenly forces. Another unclear aspect is how the Incas created such strong and stable structures in a seismically active area. The stones used to build the walls do not collapse during earthquakes, but rather shift slightly, leaving the structure intact. This architectural solution is so precise that it still amazes researchers. Archaeologists believe that the Incas may have possessed unique knowledge about the stability and properties of stone, which was lost over time. Perhaps this knowledge included a deep understanding of geology and soil dynamics, which allowed them to create structures that were resistant to natural disasters. One of the most unusual theories is the assumption that the Incas could have used the so-called energy fields that exist in places of increased geomagnetic activity. Some scientists, while exploring the area around Machu Picchu, have found elevated levels of magnetic radiation. According to one hypothesis, the Incas chose the site for the construction of the city because there are powerful energy channels that help to maintain communication with natural forces, and possibly even with cosmic energy sources. The Incas could use these fields to protect the city, and also to perform rituals that connected them to the world of the gods. This may explain why Machu Picchu is considered a place with a special energy that attracts tourists and researchers from all over the world. In 2024, archaeological institutes initiated a large-scale study of the Machu Picchu terraces, which revealed that they could have had more than just agricultural purposes. It was suggested that the terraces could have served as an acoustic system that amplified sounds and voices. This system was probably used during rituals to create the impression of the presence of divine forces, or even to communicate with the heavens. The acoustic properties of the terraces in particular could facilitate the spread of sounds over long distances, which created the effect of scale and mystery during religious ceremonies. The myths about the alien origin of Inca knowledge, particularly astronomical and geological knowledge, force us to rethink our understanding of how this civilization could have acquired such amazing knowledge. Was Machu Picchu simply a ritual or agricultural center? Or perhaps it was a place where knowledge was accumulated that helped the Incas achieve a high level of development in harmony with nature. There's also a version that Machu Picchu could have served as a kind of laboratory, where the Incas studied the interaction of natural forces and developed their unique technologies. The mystical and enigmatic Machu Picchu holds many unsolved secrets, and the more we learn, the more questions we have. Each new discovery adds a new element to the complex puzzle that reflects the cultural and engineering heritage of the Incas. Perhaps in the future we will be able to unravel all the secrets of this place, and this will allow us not only to better understand the Incas, but also to open new horizons in the study of ancient civilizations and their incredible achievements.